Hello. Hello. All right. This is Dinkum. It's like Stardew Valley Animal Crossing Australia's the child of those games. I went ahead and made my character and stuff already. Crimson. We are going to Ambershard. Long time ago, everything went south. Almost everybody was forced to move to South City. The people of South City could live cold, miserable lives. You were born here. Most people have no desire to leave. And they all have back problems. But you do, more than anything, not have back problems. And you might have found a way out. Through the vents. Up wanted, looking for a young go-getter to accompany me to my old home Ambershard. Voyage and accommodation will be okay. Don't let me read, I guess. You leave for Ambershard today. Okay, but you give me like 10 minutes to read that one. Wonderful. Blimp. We are now flying over Ambershard and will be landing shortly. All passengers, please prepare to leave the ship. Airship. Reading is difficult. My brain sees words and it's like... There's not words there. Looks like we've landed. I'll tell you what, I'm so glad you've decided to accompany me on this adventure, Crimson. I was starting to think no one in South City was brave enough to join me. When you were the first and only person to respond to my ad, I knew you were the right person for the job. Oh dear, look at old Fletch waffle on. Waffling. Let's get cracking, Crimson. Alliteration. I'll see you outside, okay? He tried. Wow. Smell that fresh air. I'll tell you what, it feels good to finally be back on Ambershard. Now, Crimson, I'm going to need your help getting settled, okay? I'll give you this base tent. Take your time and find a good place for it. It'll be like our town hub. Take this map as well. If you have any questions, please ask me. I haven't been back to Ambershard for a very long time, but I think I can still be helpful. I'll be waiting by this dock until you set up the base tent. So if you get lost, just check your map to find the dock again. Good luck, Crimson. Base tent, base of operations. Island map. Pins can be placed on it to mark points of interest. Crocodile. Okay. We got stuff happening. This place has a lot of wide open flat area. Well, flat I assume. It looks kind of flat on the map, as opposed to this. I would like to set up in a more green area, but they tend to have a lot more bumpy land. I think I'm going to go for right here. See what that's like. Crocodiles. Open pockets. Wow. Flies. Some kind of locust. Locust? Locust? Lots of ores here. And rocks. Most likely thing is I'm gonna have pavement and like paths everywhere. Those guys are dangerous. So I don't really mind that much if I settle down in a place that's just all orange. Map. I thought I was close. I am not close. I am quite far. I've played this game already for about 12 hours on different save files. I haven't gotten too far into the game. I'd say I am still quite a noob. But I have basic ideas of what you can do near the beginning to start and get good stuff. Okay, this is the place. Very big and open. Let's find a more central spot. I'm gonna have to flatten this part right here I set up here. Right there seems good. So this is where you decided to build, huh? It sucks. We're stranded here and we are going to die. It's absolutely perfect. Our new home here on Ambershard. Thank you so much for setting up the base tent. Oh, and guess what? I actually have a tent for you too. It's not much, but it will be a place you can call home. Now there's plenty of room to spread out here on Ambershard. So please take your time to place your tent. You'll probably be visiting the base tent a fair bit, so keep that in mind while you're looking for a spot to claim as your own. I'll be inside the base tent getting things ready. Come and speak to me once you've placed your tent. Now it suggests there that I place it somewhere nearby, but I don't really go to my tent much except for when I'm waking up in the mornings and going to sleep at night. So I kind of actually want to put my house somewhere a little different. Across the river, I feel like next to this water, I could turn this area into like big farmland. Have my house kind of like a farmhouse. So it will be a walk to town and back home. But later in the game, I'll get things that make traveling a lot faster, so the distance really won't be anything. And at the beginning, I think this is fine. It's not actually that far. Now, I kind of don't want to destroy any of the things around here, because all this can be used for materials. I have had absolutely no planning going into this. I see a crocodile over there. And an old sign. The crocodiles right next to my house is probably not a great thing, but I can hunt them once I get weapons. For teeth and meat and stuff. Goofy lizard. Seems my mic is picking that sound up. Shouldn't be. I have noise suppressions on, and they seem to never do anything. Music. Due to all the vehicles and stuff, there doesn't seem to be any kind of running like Animal Crossing. It's more like Stardew Valley in that aspect, where if you move, you're full tilt sprinting or walking slower than sprinting. You found a good place for your tent? No, it's not much, but I hope you like your new home. I'll tell you what, you've got the spark, Crimson. You've got the toaster in the plug outlet. And I just got distracted by the carpet mat we're standing on. What is the arrow design on the border of it? Quite weird. You see, most people back in South City are scared of leaving. There's something about that place that pulls the spark out of people. It's called depression. Maybe if they painted their houses, it wouldn't be so depressing. I'll tell you what, we certainly aren't the first to leave. Have you ever heard of the traveling trader John? No. I'll tell you what, he's a bloomin' legend. He's like a flower. Okay, maybe he's not like a flower. Rumor is he traded a paperclip for a steamboat once. Trading is in his very blood. John got in contact with me before we left South City. He's interested in visiting with his shop here. You know, for all 2 people that can buy stuff from him. Logic. I'll tell you what, we can't miss an opportunity like this. I reckon we get this visiting site deed ready for him. That way, we'll have a place ready for any visitors who come to Ambershard. I'll let you decide where the best place for this visiting site deed is. Just be sure it's close by. We want visitors to feel like part of the Ambershard community while they are here. Who knows, maybe we can convince him to set up a permanent shop here. Be sure to talk to me once you have the visiting site deed. Or placed it. I think I read that wrong, because I have it now. If I talk to her now, she'll just be like, did you place it yet? Did you do the thing? Alright, visitors. I want it somewhere that I'll be able to see it from here, so that way I can know if there's like someone visiting. I feel like placing it back here wouldn't be too crazy. I feel like that might be a little too close still. How about back here? Has its own patch of weird dirt and everything. Good. So we're all set for visitors, huh? Well done. We've only been here for a little while, but you've achieved so much already. You remind me of my father. He was born right here on Ambershard. She's old, that would have been a long time ago, so I guess it could have fallen to ruins by now. As this is very much an abandoned place with no buildings or any kind of human. He was a true blue adventurer through and through. He loved doing new things and keeping track of all his milestones in his adventures journal. I wanted to come here and try to meet those milestones myself, but I'm getting a bit long in the tooth. That's definitely a phrase that means old, I guess. Crimson. Me. Please, I want you to take this adventurer's journal. Please keep good care of it. It is your adventure now. That journal means a lot to me, but I think my dad would be glad someone like you is looking after it. Someone without shoes. But I have a challenge for you. I want you to try and beat my father's milestones. Some of these milestones are going to take a long time to complete, but there is no hurry. I'm also going to add daily tasks to the journal. These will be smaller milestones. How do you add daily tasks to a journal? Surely they'd run out eventually? Like, how many pages would this journal have to have tasks for every day? Surely you're not, like, changing my journal every day. Explain that. These will be smaller milestones. They should be easy to complete in just one day. Now for the good part. For every milestone you surpass, you'll be rewarded with permit points. You are going to want a lot of permit points. We can talk about that tomorrow. For now, check out the journal. I think you'll find that you've already completed some of the milestones, so be sure to claim them. Are you hungry? I am. I think it's about lunchtime. I've seen fruit growing around this island. That sounds tasty. If you go find us some fruit, when you get back, I will show you how to craft a campfire. Camper, a place to rest your head, your new home for now. Here is a milestone for placing your tent. Camping. Explorer. Every adventurer starts somewhere. Yours starts here. Here's a milestone for placing the base tent. Placing 2 tents. Harvest 3 bushline, catch 2 bugs, craft 1 item. That will all be done. Time is actually passing now. I don't know how long that's been going on, but at the very beginning, time does not pass. Now, I doubt any of these cactus plants are gonna count. I guess I could grab some and try. Yep, that counted. Okay. Oh, you found something to eat. Eating food will help keep your energy up. Here's the recipe for a campfire. I found these stones earlier. You can use them to craft your campfire. You'll have to find some wood yourself, though. Feel free to use the crafting table in the base tent to craft a campfire. Take your time. She keeps saying that. It's almost like it's supposed to be some kind of slow, relaxing game. And not a fast-paced, crazy one where you shoot people with ink guns. When you are done, come and have a chat with me. I have a gift for you. A rock. 3 rock. A pile of rock. Campfire. Wow, I have just enough logs. I didn't do that on purpose. I just ended up picking 2 logs up. Very impressed with the work you've done here today. I think there's a great future for us all here at Ambershard. Yes, all 2 of us, currently here. Here's a gift for helping me out so much. It's a bug net. I think you should take the rest of the day off. Maybe you could go catch some of the bugs around here. Or maybe you could cook some of that fruit you found? Yeah, sure you will. Oh, and before I forget, take the sleeping bag. When you get tired, pop that on the ground and have a lay down. I'll tell you what, a good night's rest will do us both good. Hello. Thanks for your help today, Crimson. Can't believe we're on Ambershard. I couldn't have done any of this without you. Bugnet, catch those creepy crawlies. Sleeping bag, a bed on the go. Time for bug. I will be putting a bridge there very soon. Pygmy fly. Harlequin butterfly. Like Batman and the Joker. A little bit too close to that crocodile. I almost couldn't tell if this was a bug or that dead pixel that's on my monitor from that distance. Yippee, bugs. And there's the fruit. I'll be holding on to those. These fruit are pretty important for later. Something I will want to be doing is making fruit salad. And that is one of the 4 fruits I will be needing. Camping, yes. So I'm just gonna go ahead and try to fill my inventory with bugs so that the next day when Mr. Shopman comes, I can sell them all. And possibly get to levels in my bug catching. Because this game has skill levels for basically every different thing you can do. Kind of like an MMO type thing. I'm actually quite happy where I've set up, because all this land I can turn into farmland, and then everywhere around is kind of just green. I like that. town itself, though, that's gonna take work to make it actually look nice. Uh-oh. Where? Hello. Goodbye. Hardwood trees. I haven't seen one of these before. Bottle brush. Interesting. I will want to be grabbing these later. I'm not going to worry about the flowers right now, because I do want to have... Still learning the controls. Don't know what I'm doing. I do mostly want my inventory to be bugs. Slight sidetrack there. Please excuse me. Okay. I don't know how much wood I'll be needing before I have an axe, but by just picking it up I am getting foraging skill, I believe. The spiders are always more difficult to catch than the flying bugs, because if you get too close, you won't get them. Unlike the flying bugs, where if your stick of the net hits them, it will still basically count, I think. I struggle more with the grounded bugs. You have to be careful with your stamina bar. It gives you a bar and a circle next to your character. Looking up in the corner of the screen for your stamina and health isn't really all that important unless you're in combat to see your health. Now, eventually down the line there will be a museum. That's about the point that I got to on my actual save file that I've been playing. Shouldn't say actual save file, because I would hope to be able to stream this more. I lack in the doing content department. I like to share gameplay and stuff of gaming that I do. I'm usually just too lazy to boot up my whole streaming stuff to do it. Also, the talking does get exhausting after a bit, but streams don't have to last forever. An hour or two works. And this game's days last about... You know, I'm not quite sure on that, actually. It's been half an hour. I'd say I've probably been playing the actual day moving forward for about 15 minutes maybe. Somewhere from 20 to 30 minutes probably each in-game day. How's my inventory looking? Still don't know the controls. Okay, we're just about full on stuff, so I should be heading back to my house. When I originally played, back when the early access started, because I've had this game for quite a few years. Oh, that's a sneaky one. Largidae. I don't know how to read. Purple azure butterfly. That one's probably rare. Only able to be found in like these, whatever this biome is. Pine forest. Well, I guess maybe not rare, but out of the way. Also, it's very central where I put my stuff, so all the biomes are kind of somewhat nearby. So far I'm liking this a lot more than my other save file, just because I have a better understanding of how things will be going down the line. Not that far down the line, but know what I'm doing a little bit. Something that has been bothering me a little bit is the map. I think back when I started, like 2 years ago, when the game came out in early access, I think I changed that to always make it point north. That makes it a bit harder to know if I'm actually facing something, because I should be able to just have things at the top of the map and then know I can walk that direction. I don't know why I thought the north locked map was good, but I don't like it anymore. If I did like it in the first place, maybe that's the default setting. I don't remember. 3 more bugs. I'm not sure if the desert really has bugs in it all that much, so I'm just going to go into this foresty area. I want to say those are cockatiels because they kind of look like cockatiels, but I doubt they actually are supposed to be cockatiels. Since this is based off of Australia, yeah, I was really close to that butterfly and I still caught it. Oh, those guys. Those guys are dangerous. Those and the crocodiles are like the only super aggressive things I've seen. Everything else is kind of just like passive or neutral. There's a butterfly. That is all the bugs. Time for a early night. 6:30. Crocodile right there, fire right next to me while I sleep. What could possibly go wrong? I didn't mean to stop there. Sleep. Go to sleep. Yeah, level 3 bug catching just from filling my inventory on the first day. I could have probably kept catching stuff and then releasing things that I thought were more common, to try and get like better bugs to sell, but that's not a big deal. I could have also searched for more wood and fruit to pick up. No crocodiles ate me in my sleep. That's cool. So you can sleep outside, and I don't think there's any debuffs or anything for that, but I think if you sleep indoors, you will get an energy buff for the first few hours of the day. Right there, I wanted to test that to see if you still got that buff or not. It seems you do not. Aha, you must be Crimson. Fletch told me you're the one to thank for getting this place all set up for me. Thanks for that. I have a feeling we'll be doing a lot of business together. Take a look at my wares and feel free to ask me about anything you're interested in. Make most of my dinks selling exotic items back to South City. Dinks being money. The D coin. Dollar. It stands for dollar. I'm guessing you could say exotic means any of the items found here on Ambershard. So if you find anything, I do mean anything, you don't want, please drop by and show me. I'll offer you a great price for it. I have bugs. Why would people in somewhere want bugs? They are bug collectors. They collect bugs. 23,000. 700. I should be grabbing all these. Collect shells, sell shells, sell fruit. Okay, I was wrong about there being no bugs in the desert. There's definitely butterflies. And flies. Flies and flies with the butter. Good morning. Did you happen to see that John has set a tent at the visitor's site? Told them all about you and how you're helping us get started. He sounded impressed. John trades all sort of things back to South City. I reckon nearly anything you can find on this island will be of value to him. I didn't read that correctly, but same point, meaning, yes. He'll buy fruit, fish, bugs, and even rocks. Why would I sell rocks? I don't know. John also sells a lot of useful tools. He's got mining equipment, logging tools, and even some fishing equipment, although probably can't sell you a lot of tools until you have your licenses in order. You know about licenses, right? No. Licenses are an old South City idea. I tell you what, you didn't need a license for anything back when I was growing up. But these days you need a license for everything. Do you have your breathing license? Luckily, I'm actually an accredited license giver. That word almost made my face explode. If you want to apply for a license, come back and talk to me. You'll have to spend more permanent points to get them, but if you keep doing milestones, you'll make enough in no time. As you get better at doing certain tasks, new license levels will open up too. Let's finish. Yeah, finish. Now let's see if there's a license you can apply for right now. I want mining, logging, and fishing. Immediately. And we could get... Farming won't be of use to me in a long time, or a while. I'll grab hunting immediately too. So now we have weapons. Tin. That I can make pretty early on. But I'll need a saw. Okay. I'm just gonna grab a bunch of these fruits on the cactuses. Cacti. And sell them. Along with all these bugs. Axe. Pickaxe. Fishing rod. And that's all. Now, where's the nearest beach? Not close. So shells might actually be a bit of an issue down the line. But if I just follow this river, we'll find some shells to cells. Cells to shells. Shelling cells. These birds are at least neutral. Apples. Apples will go good in my farm. I thought that butterfly was behind me, but I caught it, so... Like I said, I do not know the flying bug thing. It seems flying bugs are way easier to catch. Now to make my first weapon, I think if I just cut one of these down... Yep, we get Spine Flex Tuft. And a grass tree seed pod. There's the beach, right here. And a shark. And there's one of the teleportation towers. That right there, I think, is one of the aggressive guys. They shoot fire at you. I saw that in a video. This spot's neat. I don't really know how much shells are going to be worth. This is another fruit that I should grab. with all these different fruits, I will be able to make fruit salads. I don't really remember what their buffs are, but I know they are good. Alright, there's a mangrove swamp. Nope, we got the guys being aggressive. Fighting whatever those dog things are called. I don't really know the names of things. And here's some stuff. Ruins. Ooh, 10 sheets. That saves me 2 whole tin bars. Quite far from home now. Taking a big, long walk. Getting quite lost. Luckily there's a map to show me the place that I've never explored. Would be interesting if you had to uncover the map yourself. Ooh. We got some kind of coral reef going on here. Like the one from Nemo. There's diving as a mechanic, which is immediately accessible. Animal Crossing's diving, you need to get a diving suit first. But this one just lets you go underwater because why would you not be able to? Please move. Please move. That was risky. I didn't know if those guys were aggressive or not. Or neutral. If they would attack me if I attacked them. Crab. Grab a crab. Since all these shells just kind of stack, they don't really take up my inventory, which is really nice. I do wonder if collecting these shells counts as foraging. If it does, we are going to have a decent amount of foraging EXP. And there's the other fruit that I was missing. Bananas. I like this part of the song. It's pretty chill. I would like some shoes. I doubt the sand in the sun feels good on this on your feet. What was I doing? Selling shells. Right. Because of all the shell collecting people in the city. Welcome. Cells. Shells. And the bugs and fish. Needs fire. I guess I can burn that. Not very much for shells. But that gets me some points. Not very much, but I will need those. We can go buy the digging one now to get myself a shovel. Oh. Talking about getting a table saw, which I already got. And gave me money for one. Even though I already bought it. And now she's congratulating me. Get John to move here permanently. Let's worry about getting the materials needed for a building first. Table saw is a great first step. For now you can have a break. Come back to me when you are ready. Got a job for you, are you up for it? License first. Give me a shovel. Building permanent structures. There's a lot of tin ore on the island. I've seen it popping out of rocks all over the place. I know a way to smelt down tin ore into stuff great for building. Need you to bring me some items. We'll need 1 campfire, 3 stone, and 10 tin ore. You'll need a mining license to buy a pickaxe to collect ore and rocks. I already have a pickaxe. Right. Tin time. Time for tin. Now this is the part where food will be helpful. I can speed up my energy regeneration so that I don't wear myself out instantly and get exhausted. Still have to wait a little bit for the regen because we don't really have all that great of food at this point. Still need more tin. That's not tin. There we are. Tin. And a shiny stone, which won't really be of use for a while. Alright. I'm just gonna put that down for now. Make a campfire. More stone is necessary. furnace. Make a crude furnace at the crafting table in the tent. Pop it outside somewhere. Put a lace ore inside it. Take a while to do its free. Take a while to do its thing. Feel free to do some other activities while it's melting. Bring me to your tin bar when you're ready. Grabbing some materials to make a bat. Just to have something to protect myself with. That'll need a copper pickaxe. Those rocks have the chance to have iron. Yeah, if you don't have food, it takes quite a while to give you energy. Pretty sure they reworked how the energy system works from the version that I played way back when Early Access started. Back when Early Access started, I think it was less like a stamina wheel that recharged and more of like Stardew Valley system where you just had limited stamina for the day. Wait, no, that's not Stardew. Kind of Stardew. Stardew, you could eat food to refill it. But this game also had the system of only being able to eat once every bit. As you can see in the top corner, I have that little circle with a third of it filled with orange. That's like how full my character is. So you can only eat to have like 3 buffs at once, I think. Right there I emptied my stamina wheel, and if I swung again I would have gotten exhausted, which makes it so that you can't run until your stamina bar refills, but it fills like 2 or 3 times slower, so it's not something you want to happen. We got a fight going on. Mine. Thanks for hunting that animal for me. Alright. There. Well done. You've proven yourself invaluable once again. You're really starting to carry a lot of stuff around. I'll tell you what, I'll teach you how to craft a wooden crate. You'll need the recipe for rodent nails. Ambershard is well on its way to being a great settlement again. With a furnace and a table saw, we can start thinking about building more permanent structures. I'll tell you what, we should try to get John to set up a shop here, yes. We spend a bit of money at his tent, he'll see it's worthwhile. We should show him how friendly the people around here are. There's 2 of us. Why don't you ask John if he needs anything? We can prove to him that Ambershard is a great place to move. Sure, he'll ask to live here for good. Six scallop shells. I just sold you all my shells. Okay. Guess we're going south. For shells. Hopefully it doesn't take that long to find 6 scallops. Apples. More apples. This game does have a sleep system where based on when you sleep, I think, how much energy you'll have the next day. So once it gets past midnight, I think the next day you have a giant energy debuff. So it's important to not be out insanely late. I got the shells, but I want to collect as many shells as I can for now before heading back, just so I don't have to worry about collecting shells every time somebody wants shells. Because from my experience, they ask for shells a lot. Is that a firefly? Yes. Time-specific bug. What's my inventory looking like? Full. Completely full. I find it strange how swimming takes stamina but jumping doesn't. allowing me to just do things like that where I just jump across the majority of the river and it takes basically no energy. It's a good thing they don't go to sleep ever. He made a joke. Shells. He sent me a burger in the mail because my pockets are full. And now it's time for sleeping, probably. I'll put one more nugget ores into the smelting. Actually, let me make a box. Right, pocket's full. If only there was a way to unfill them. Like some kind of storage container. I'm gonna go ahead and drop these so I can grab this, put that in here, and sleep in my tent. Quite a few levels in mining, probably. Almost 3. Foraging. All those shells did count. Alright, it's about 1 hour into stream. I'm gonna see how long this day lasts. To see if it affects the... or to see how long the days last in the game. It says I can cook that. What's that do? Takes a while. Oh, it just gives seeds. I'll let that do its thing. I think right here at like the very center of the river arch is where I want the bridge. Seems like a reasonable spot for it. Yeah, as you can see, I have 8 minutes of double stamina regen in the top right. Sell some stuff that I don't want. Basically just the bugs. And then ask him if he wants anything. $6 sand. I can do that instantly, probably. Not sell goods. Yeah, they ask for shells all the time. Luckily, I can do that immediately. A green jacket. Well, maybe if I had longer pants and shoes, it would look good. I completely forgot that you do have storage. You have bags right here, or a bag, where you can place items. So, that will be useful later, or now. That will be useful for now, until later when we can have our own rates. But for that I need palm trees, which means it's back to the beaches. It's best to do your collecting of resources early in the morning because of the buff you get for sleeping. So going out and chopping trees and stuff right away is a good idea. Plus the sleeping buff stacks with food buffs, so you could have very good times for that stuff for things. Now, where do we find palm trees? I'd assume on the beach. I will still be grabbing any shells that I see. Maybe the beach is not specific enough, and I have to go to a certain side of the island. Archipelago. It's not a island, it's multiple. Oh. That guy almost got me. He was like clipping into the ground. I'm not gonna worry about fighting him. I have trees to find. Not too sure on the purpose of those flowers I'm picking up. Didn't mean to do that, but whistle while you work, I guess. I believe that's to call your animals when you have animals. We cannot get up there. Palm trees. An elusive creature. That was a bit weird. Hello? That was a lot of bit weird. They seem to sleep during the mornings, at least. So that's good to know. Do I have to find, like, outer islands for the trees? Like out here? If I just keep wandering, I'll find them eventually. Surely. That one just has rocks. all this beach. And no palm trees. Oh. I'm a genius. I need to be going all the way over here. To the tropics. I'm on the wrong side of the map. I completely forgot. Well. Those apples are gone forever. And that does not really matter though, because they will grow back. And I have tons of apples already, so I can grow my own. Prawns. The walk of shame. The shame of not knowing what I'm doing. Pockets full. I didn't want that crab anyways. I'll empty all of my shells into my suitcase in the tent here. Since the villagers ask for the shells, it will be good to have them near the town. So, in here works. Back on my adventure to find palm trees. Look! Look at that! They're right here. I'm just dumb or something. Am I dumb to think that palm trees would be on a beach? Maybe. And with that I get the seeds. I still don't have a shovel. I'm gonna need a shovel to plant trees. All the fruits that I grabbed I want to plant. That one gave 2 seeds. There we go. Now I have to wait to go across the river, lest I run out of energy and implode. Probably didn't have to wait that long, but... Wrong place. My daily quest stuff. Spend 3,000, harvest 6 bananas. Cook something at the cooking station. Buying stuff? Maybe. Do I have the shoveling? Yes, I think so. Somewhere? Yeah, completed. What else can I grab? Metal detecting could be good. bridges. I want to be able to make a bridge over to my farm. Before release, I think each of these would happen one at a time. So you'd have to go through every single recipe at once, or one after another, and it would take forever. And now I have no more tin ore. I want to start fishing. Oh, he's moving in. Okay. Well, I need a shovel. If I could get a little bit more money, I could buy that stove. Shop. Now the shop. If I can flatten this out right here, we could turn this into like a shopping kind of district area kind of back here. Maybe. I'm gonna worry more about getting the barbecue first, I think. Let's fish for it. If I can find any fish. Wait for the splashing to stop. River bass. I'm winding down a little on energy in real life. I've done quite a bit of talking, a lot more than I'm used to. So, I'll probably end the stream after this day. They do seem to last about half an hour, maybe 40 minutes per day. because it's been about 20 minutes so far. So I'd say each day probably lasts about half an hour, depending on how long you drag it out. I want to test something this day, though. On this night, instead of going to sleep, I'm just going to stay up. Because I think it automatically rolls into the next day if you don't go to sleep, but I'm not sure on that. I'm full. Okay. I think the store actually just closed. Maybe he doesn't close? Okay, he does. So, I'm not doing that. I already did that. Okay. Yeah. My personality is I sell stuff. Okay. Time to craft things. "15 planks, 15 nails." Pocket's full. Good. Put things I'm not immediately using in here. There. I wanted to make a box too. Gumwood planks, palmwood planks. At the point I'm at, I might as well just turn all of my logs into planks. Because I need planks a lot more than I need logs. And if I need logs, I can just go find a tree to cut down. Getting the shop complete isn't entirely necessary, I don't think, because I'm pretty sure he'll stay there on the visiting site until it's finished. So you always have access to tools. But the sooner it does get done, the sooner it can, other people can visit. So... make all that. Make one of these. Grab one of these. And then see what I need for this to see how much more I have to do. Perfect amount of that. Okay, no, we're done. We're just done. Okay. very productive third day. In my other file that I'm doing on my own time, that took about 2 or 3 days because it wasn't registering that I'd completed a task for him, I guess, and he just wouldn't move in. Maybe there's some kind of RNG aspect to it. That, or maybe it waits until you're buying something from his shop. Because he did it when I asked him for a shovel in this. When before, I wasn't really buying anything because I already bought all the stuff before. So that might be the case. Give me all my fruits and the seeds. Now, I wanted the bridge like right here. I made a wide one, so it's 3 wide. Dirt moving dirt. Gameplay. There we go. Now I have a way home. And it's basically kind of just a straight shot directly to my front door. Awesome. This is my burger. Burger. 30 extra health, 20 extra stamina, 7 stamina per second, and 3 health something for 35 minutes. That's a whole day of really strong health and stamina. That I will be saving for day when I'm doing work on materials and stuff, probably. Mining. I could clear out all these rocks next to my farmhouse. Okay, time to plant these. One back further, not that far. Right here. I'm gonna set the orchard type thing up right around here, I think. We'll do 4 of each since that's what I have. I saw somebody do this, where they just placed the things down first, and then, yeah, that's much faster. Okay. Bit tricky to know exactly what square it'll go on. Okay. I want to get rid of those rocks. All right. Gotta put my crate outside. One more seed. Just throw everything in there for now. Alright. I'm feeling a bit of night fishing. Like I said, I want to stay up through the entire day. But yeah, if I was going to sleep around now, the days are about half an hour long. So normally if I stream this, I feel like 4 days is probably how long a stream would go. About 2 hours. Then again, it's day 3. Well, it's going on 4, so. And the first day didn't count a lot of it because it was tutorial time. It wasn't passing time while I set up the first buildings. So yeah, it would be going on about 2 hours now if the first day counted the whole time. That's not a fish. That is a diving creature. I believe the thing calls them critters? Yeah, critters. I saw a fish. Where'd it go? There's another little guy down there. If you cook them, I believe they give you a fishing buff. So I might throw this guy on fire. Try cooking these guys. Oops. Still don't know the controls. Eight-minute fishing buff. Is this a rainbow fish? Yes, it is. So yeah, you can see my energy bar now. I get exhausted basically every time I cast, but with the food buff, my energy comes back almost instantly. I don't want to be sticking around those alligators though while my energy is gone. I want to see how long I can be up. If it will just keep going forever, or what? I'll keep going until my inventory is full with fish. Or until I pass out, I guess. Oops. Can't swim at night this late. He tricked me. I ran out of energy while swimming there, but I got on the shore just in time. Fishing in this game is essentially red light, green light. You just go or stop based on if the fish is pulling or not. Might not be the best fishing minigame ever, but it's definitely more interactive than some. Or more. I'll start wandering back in the direction of my house then. Definitely like this fishing minigame stuff more than Animal Crossing's. A lot more forgiving too, since if you accidentally screw up the fish at the start, you don't lose it completely. It just loses interest in the bait. And you don't have to put it directly in front of them, you can just put it somewhere nearby and it'll pull their attention to it if it's close enough. I definitely enjoy this game's fishing more than Animal Crossing's. Stardew Valley's minigame, though, I probably still prefer. It's more interesting to keep the little bar under them. Stardew Valley definitely has one of the most interactive fishing game mechanics. One more fish. One more fish. One more fish. You. Oops. I messed up. It goes down, loses interest for a second. As long as it's not too far away, it'll gain interest again. So yeah, nighttime will just go on forever if you don't sleep. Can I cook a crab on the fire? No. Okay. Diving creatures, it doesn't seem, or you can put diving creatures in chests, which is strange. This is where I'm going to leave it for this stream, I think. Completing 3 days per stream, maybe. Somewhere around 2 hours at each one. I'll try to actually do this one often. Maybe tomorrow. Depending on how I'm feeling. It doesn't even debuff you the next day. My energy is full. Hold on. Can I just, like... Yeah, and I have the sleeping buff. Okay, being up late doesn't matter, I guess. Well, I'm not gonna worry about whatever that just said or breaking that rock, because I'm going to save and quit here. Thank you for watching, if you watched. Well, you're watching right now, if you're seeing this, so thank you for watching. If this game does interest you at all, I actually did a thing, and I put the game's Steam link in the description. Advertising. Not an ad, not paid, or whatever. Not sponsored. But I think this game is really neat. So, I've been enjoying it. Definitely one of the farming crafting games of all time. Once again, thanks for watching. I will be here again sometime. Hopefully soon, and not 5 months when I find the game again. Or something. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.